Hi everyone, welcome to ChristianLivingForWomen.org. Now let's chat for a minute. Pimp politicians and pulpit pimps. People are so eager to be entertained by humans or just desperately in need of attention. They will allow the world's foolishness into their lives by way of the media or just the foolish people they listen to. It seems people's eyes see good as evil and evil as good, and their ears seem to work the same way. They hear good, but yet hear good as evil. When I see or listen to some people now, I wonder who fooled them the most, the pimp politicians or the false prophets. Because from what I see, some people are targets for both. I am starting to think we live in an era where being groomed is somehow sexy, or some people just loved being groomed. I mean, after all, the word groom or grooming seems to be a popular word these days. I'm going out on a limb here. I have a political question for you. I hear people use expressions sometimes, I am from the hood. When someone says that, you think, well, they are from an area filled with, violence and poverty. How is it you can be born and raised in a city that was filled with horrific surroundings? And for some of you who come from my era, the early 60s, the baby boomer era, and here we are years later, and it is still, your city is in the same condition. And year after year after year, you vote for the same political party that helped to run it in the ground. Now, don't get me wrong. When it gets near election time, they come around, throw you a few gifts. But once election time is over, they disappear. Your community is not important anymore. They are no longer interested in your community. That is truly confusing to me. Maybe you can answer this one. How is it these politicians always end up speaking in the black churches? Is that considered part of grooming? If it is, who is doing the grooming? The pastor of the church or the politician? How about these churches where the pastor is gay, or he is sleeping with women in a congregation, making babies all through the church, starting from the choir to the congregation? Let's not forget the usher board too. We're not going to leave them out. These pastors have, well, excuse my French, a community penis, known throughout the church and the city they live in. Oh, and let's not forget some of these pastors also throughout the entertainment industry. But you will still buy their products, attend their conferences, and give your hard-earned money to their church. Is this part of the grooming process? And here is something else I notice in these YouTube streets. These so-called prophets and pastors on YouTube, well, some of them, I'm not going to say all of them, but some of them, or maybe even the majority of them, I have came across have such foul and nasty mouths. It's demonic to me. But what baffles me is people join their Patreon and give their last for these people to pray for them and give them life solutions. How can a demon pray for you and give advice on how to live holy for God? Because they use God's name like it's sweet candy, to draw you in. Right now, we are getting theological garbage, foolery with a double portion of foolishness on the internet. A church that will not confront sin eventually end up conforming to sin. If you don't believe me, look at some of these churches now. These pastors allow worldly status into the church and into the pulpit. They allow the world and politicians to grab the microphone, and these people have no relationship with God. Politicians allow their pockets to guide how hard they fight for the people who voted for them. The truth is distorted when some politicians and some pastors step into that microphone, or well, should I say step to the microphone. They definitely distort the truth. And to me, this is disturbing. I myself, and I am black, but I myself don't live for the culture. I live by the word of God. What about you? Don't forget to click that like and share button so this video can hit the algorithm, and take a look at some of my Bible study videos on our community website, and let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. Make sure you check out, well, I said that already, check out our community website and sign up for the free Bible study videos. All links are below. Take care.